free home.
منذ أسابيع اتصلت امرأة فلبينية وسألت أسئلة عن الإسلام، حيث أنها مشاهدة منتظمة لبرنامج أسكودا، وكانت أسئلتها تدور عن إذا ما قبلت الإسلام هل لا بد أن تغير اسمها، وكان اسمها فيرونيكا، وكيف تكون طبيعة العلاقة بينها وبين أسرتها بعد إسلامها. وبفضل الله عز وجل أجبنا على أسئلتها، فبادرت بعد البرنامج بإرسال رسالة والاتصال علينا، حيث أنها قبلت الإسلام وشهدت أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا رسول الله، ونحن على اتصال دائم بها لتعريفها بأمور دينها في حال احتياجها لأي سؤال أو استفسار.
نشكر قناة الهدى على ما تقوم به من جهود، ونشد على أيديهم في أن يزيدوا في الحرص على كثير من الوسائل التي تشد المسلمين إلى وغير المسلمين حتى للإسلام.
إنها أعطت المسلمين من أصحاب هذا الاتجاه الفرصة لأن يوصلوا كلامهم للناس. أنا كلامي هذا ما كان يمكن أن أوصله إلى المسلمين أو غير المسلمين لولا هذه القناة. وكذلك الأخ الأستاذ الأمريكي يوسف أستس، الأخ زغلول النجار.
اتصل علينا البعض يخبرنا على الهواء مباشرة أن كثيرا من أتباع الطائفة الهندوسية هم مشاهدون منتظمون لبرنامج أسكودا، حيث يعلمون الكثير عن الإسلام، مع أن هذا البرنامج مصمم لدعوة المسلمين لمعرفة دينهم. وبفضل الله عز وجل يسلم بعضهم ثم يعودون إلى بلادهم ليأتوا بأهلهم مسلمين.
كنا بحاجة ماسة إلى قناة إسلامية بلغة أخرى غير العربية، سيما اللغة الإنجليزية، وهذا الفراغ قد ملي إلى حد كبير بوجود قناة هدى، والحمد لله. قناة هدى قناة مبنية على القرآن وصحيح الحديث، قناة بها دعاة من أماكن مختلفة من العالم، هي بحق قناة عالمية. إنها قناة تساعد الجميع، قناة غير ربحية، تقوم بمساعدة القنوات الإسلامية الأخرى فتعطيها برامجها، وتسعى في النمو ونهضة القنوات الإسلامية الأخرى.
إن قناة الهدى التي تبث باللغة الإنجليزية، قلت قناة الهدى رفعت الإثم عن الأمة، قناة الهدى رفعت الإثم عن الأمة، لأن الأمة مطالبة بالدعوة والبلاغ لأهل الأرض بلغات أهل الأرض. فإذا قامت قناة الهدى، وهي قناة وحيدة تقريبا في محيطنا الذي نعرفه، هناك قناة أخرى تبث في أمريكا، لكن أنا أتكلم عن القنوات المشهورة المعروفة لنا، قناة الهدى التي تبث باللغة الإنجليزية، وأحسب أن إخواننا القائمين عليها من أصحاب المنهج الصحيح، ولا أزكيهم على الله تبارك وتعالى، فهم يحرصون على أن يقدموا القرآن والسنة الصحيحة بفهم سلف الأمة، بفهم الصحابة رضي الله عنهم في الغالب فيما أعلم، والله تعالى أعلم.
I'm Yusuf Estes for Huda TV with a very important message. Huda puts the light of Islam in every home, and now reaching all the way into Europe through the Hotbird satellite, and very soon to be on the Dish Network in America, by the permission of Allah and with your support. This means a lot to me and to you and to our families. We've got to keep this light going. Make it better, make it bigger, make it brighter. The light in every home.
أنا أحبكم في الله. هذه القنوات الفضائية فتح من الله لم يكن يحلم به الدعاة، أن تسخر القنوات الفضائية لنشر دين الله ولتعليم الناس العلم الشرعي ولتبصير الناس بسنة النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم، وللإجابة عن تساؤلات الناس واستفساراتهم حول هذا الدين من المسلمين وغير المسلمين. أما إذا كانت قناة الهدى وهي قناة ناطقة بغير العربية باللغة الإنجليزية في وقت يواجه الإسلام فيه في الغرب تحديات عظيمة من الرسوم المسيئة وغيرها من الادعاءات والافتراءات على هذا الدين، فتحتاج هذه القناة أن تستمر. فأرجو أن يوفق الله أصحابها والقائمين عليها والدعاة وسائر المسلمين أن يدعموا هذه القناة وأن يقفوا بجوارها. قناة الهدى كانت من القنوات الرائدة في البداية، التي انطلقت في البداية للدعوة إلى الله ولخدمة دعوة الإسلام. فأرجو من الله عز وجل أن يبقيها وأن يقيمها نافذة خير وبركة وبر تفتح الخير للمسلمين وتعلم المسلمين دين الإسلام. أحبكم في الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. It is a great privilege for me to participate in programming for Huda Television. It's a wonderful network. It is shown all over the world, and it has been the cause of guidance and learning for literally millions of people from all walks of life in every continent. Huda TV is an opportunity for all of us to participate in our Islamic duty of da'wah, of conveying the message of Islam. And inshallah, those people who participate and support Huda are actually receiving a sadaqah jariyah, a continuous charity, which will, God willing, continue long after we have even left on this earth, as the Prophet told us, that actions that continue after we pass away, including conveying Islamic knowledge that is of benefit to people. So inshallah, please support Huda with your dua and prayer in every means available to you. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Allahumma hdina fi man hadayt wa afina fi man
Inshallah, Huda will continue conveying its message through dawah with the help and support of charitable people. Huda's ambitions are limitless. We aim to cover every corner of the globe, and we have actually done this through our online internet live streaming. In addition, we are currently working on extending Huda to America and Canada. We also aim to produce excellent programs in many different languages. So, let's walk together on the path of Huda, bearing in mind that if Allah guides one person through you, it is better for you than the most precious wealth.
Allah knows what's best for us, so why should we complain?
Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome back. Well, we're joined as usual by Malik, Sheikh Yusuf Estes, and of course Abu Hamza. Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Go ahead, but I think is this a final segment, brother?
Well, unfortunately that's all we've got time for in this segment. Yes, it's very short time. We're coming up for the end of the show. So why not give us a call?
Well, how much money have we reached, Brother Rafi?
I'm not sure. Let me ask the director if they can actually
put that on the screen as well, because we're getting to the end of the telethon. We really want to $57,000 US,
MashaAllah,
and $58 as well. So
okay, we need a zero.
We need a zero because what was our goal, Sheikh Abu Hamza?
Approximately 700,000.
Our goal was, I believe, 500,000.
500,000.
Yeah. We set out. We thought that was a reasonable goal. We thought we could do it. We have millions of viewers. They love Huda TV.
Well,
they
actually,
go ahead, Sheikh.
If you remember in the beginning when Dr. Ahmed Fahmy laid it all out. By the way, a lot of you don't know he's almost a PhD. I give him the credit for that. He didn't finish his thesis anyway. When he laid it out in the beginning, he told us what it was about. He explained the breakdown, the new episodes that are going to be there, the programs, and even how much it costs to reach so many viewers. Some of you tuned in, you don't know this. Let me break it back down for you again real quick, if you don't mind. Number one, we have programs that you are supporting. Those programs will be aired and seen in Ramadan and other times throughout the year. These programs are your investment here in this dunya and in the akhirah. And the next thing is, there are a number of them out there. He listed them, told us the names of them, what they were going to be. I'll just mention one, the one that I'm going to be working with too, that we did, and it is just, when you see it, you're going to be so happy, unless you didn't do something tonight, because then you're going to say, oh, why didn't I get in on this? I could have been part of it. And when you see the credits run at the end, and you see the sponsors mentioned there, the Begg family did this, the Malik family did this, and so, and you'll say, where's my family? And your children are going to say, how come we're not there? We're watching it, how come we're not there? So what we're saying to you now is, in these last few minutes, this is your chance to make that difference for your family, and invest in Huda. Invest in the light that's shining in the homes around this planet. People, you've seen it again and again, how many times people call in, we're in Nigeria, we're in Ethiopia, we're in Pakistan, we're in America, we're in UK, and we're getting this message out, and you need to be with us on this. I want you to share in the reward. I know how good it feels to me when somebody calls up and says, you know what, because of your work, I became a Muslim. It happened to me, and one time on an airplane, somebody came over to me in Ihram. We were on our way for Hajj. He came over to me, and he said to me, sir, I just wanted to introduce myself. You don't know me, but you made a big difference in my life. I said, what do you mean? He said, because of you, I'm here going for Hajj. I came to Islam. And this, my wife, she also came to Islam. These are our children. We're raising up in Islam. And we ask Allah to give you the reward.
Inshallah.
Now, how would you be, how would you feel if you had that chance and you just blew it? You just said, oh, well, you know, I don't need that. We all need that. So join us now. Now, look, this goal that is set there is not just a pie-in-the-sky number that somebody thought up out of nowhere. This is the actual cost for the function to be able to produce the shows. If the money's not there, some of these shows will not be produced. It's as simple as that. If you put up your investment in these shows, then when they air, you're getting the reward. And if you're able to do more, do it now. If you've already done something, you said, gee, I wish I'd do more, we'll stop wishing and do it. We're still up. We're still on the line. We're here. Want to hear from you. Even if we go off the air, we only got a few minutes left. When we go off, you can still do it. Don't stop yourself from this opportunity. Let me remind you, it's www.huda.tv. Put a slash after that. S-H-A-R-E, share. And share in these rewards. This is for you.
Thank you, thank you, Sheikh Yusuf. You know, actually, as you know, Sheikh Yusuf and Sheikh Abu Hamza, Brother Rafi, we had the opportunity, by the grace of Allah, to travel to Dubai. And we were there in Dubai, and a man came to us. He was probably in his 40s. He was in tears, literally. He said, my 13-year-old son never prayed, and he was not practicing Islam at all. He watched a cartoon, Brother Rafi, on Huda TV about Musa and Harun, and I don't know, you guys may have seen it. Grown man in tears, he's telling me and Dr. Ahmed, he says to me, he saw this cartoon, and he became now praying, and he's learning Quran, and he's so inspired and happy to be a Muslim. And he came to us to tell us, to thank us, and to thank everybody at Huda TV. This was amazing.
It's definitely amazing. Well, Malk, we're up to $65,000 US, subhanAllah.
So somebody woke up.
Yeah,
somebody woke up.
Yes.
Yeah. They said, oh, they're going off the air. I better hurry up and write the check.
Yes. We haven't got long left, and I want to take a few minutes to tell the actual... Oh, before I tell my little story, we have a telephone call. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, caller.
Go ahead.
You're on the line.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you?
Salam.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
My name is Azhar. I am calling from Qatar.
And you're calling from Qatar. Go ahead, mashallah. How old are you?
I'm 14.
Mashallah. Go ahead.
How old are you?
Me? Well, I'll tell you.
We're a little bit older than you.
I'm 21.
Sheikh Yusuf is 21.
Yeah, because I came to Islam 21 years ago, and I was born again in Islam.
So I'm 6, and if you talk about it, I'm 6.
I'm 5.
Brother, go ahead. What would you like to say?
I will be contributing at least $400.
Oh, goodness.
Allah bless you and your family for encouraging you.
Now, young man, are you going to do that online? Do you have the internet at your house?
Mashallah, $400.
Yes.
Okay, now, and you have the website address, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much, young man.
Just got heavy,
Thank you so much. That is a generous contribution. May Allah reward you and your family and your appearance, and we're so happy to receive your sponsorship. Thank you so much, young brother. What do you guys think about that?
MashaAllah, a young man.
Yeah.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. I hope that he encourages the adults. Yes. You know.
Where's the zero?
SubhanAllah.
Yeah, where's the zero to these businessmen?
Where's the zero?
To these adults.
Yes, all the businessmen.
I know. It's not just businessmen. There's people sitting there on money that they've either inherited, money that they have from other operations, etc. Don't necessarily have to be a business person. You could be a professional person, could be a doctor, could be an attorney, could be a lot of people that are out there who have the ability. But again, I want to go back to what I said earlier. There are people who have had a lot and they've lost some of it, and now they consider that, oh, I can't donate, and they have forgotten.
Definitely.
What would it be if you were like, and I've seen this, somebody that's trying to decide, shall I spend my money for the cucumber or the tomato?
Definitely. Sheikh, I want to pick up on this point. Both Sheikh Abu Hamza and yourself have actually inspired me because, you know, before reverting to Islam, I had everything I wanted. There was nothing that I didn't want for. And now, you know, in Islam, people say, you have nothing, Rafi, you've moved. I have everything because I have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't need anything. And I just want to stress to the viewers at home, if you think your donation will not count, no matter how small, even the smallest amount will contribute for our programs at Huda TV. So no matter how much you want to donate, pick up the telephone right now and give us a call. Well, I believe we have a telephone call. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. What's your name, sister? And how are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Ibrahim. Even though I'm Nigerian, I'm a student here in Egypt.
Oh, mashallah, mashallah.
Yeah, we would like to contribute, but do you need any self contribution? Like maybe when I'm in vacation, I can come and help.
Jazakumullah khair.
Jazakumullah khairan.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, also, apart from money, inshallah, we will contribute. Because we are near Huda TV.
Oh, most certainly. You know what you can do is you can give us an email at feedback@huda.tv and tell us, you know, that you would like to contribute. It's a feedback@huda.tv. As you know, we're located in Cairo, so we'll be more than happy to work with you and see how you can contribute in any way that you can. That's feedback.
Okay, thank you so much. And I have so many friends from Nigeria and family. They are calling me that they have a problem with telephone line from Nigeria. They couldn't.
Oh no! You know what? Actually, they don't need to call. All they have to do, as long as they have an internet line in Nigeria, just www.huda.tv/share, and please call them and let them know. You know, please just to log on to www.huda.tv/share. Please give us a visit on that website and ask them and all your friends in Nigeria to contribute to Huda TV and sponsor a program. Thank you so much for that wonderful phone call. Sheikh Abu Hamza, I hear people say this a lot. They say it's not the amount of money, it's the barakah in the money. And I couldn't wrap my head around that concept when I became a Muslim. If someone gave me $100 or $1,000, I would take the $1,000. Naturally, logically, I look at it like that. But how can we explain this? What do we mean when there's barakah in this $100 and not in the 1,000?
Well, first of all, we need to know that we are dealing with Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that this dollar that you've given it from your heart. And that's why there's a blessing in it. I'd like to, if you don't mind, to give me 5 minutes. You guys are all reverts.
Yes.
And the reason that you guys have embraced Islam is through da'wah. And how many people are embracing Islam, alhamdulillah, through the propagating of Islam from Huda. You're all reverts, and I'd like to share with you a beautiful story, Sheikh Yusuf. You probably don't know this, but my grandfather was Maronite Christian from Tripoli, Lebanon.
I've been there.
Subhanallah, and look at Subhanallah al-Azim. I know. I remember when I saw you there, you said to me, "What are you doing now?" I said, "What are you doing here?" My grandfather, he was at an age of 13 years old, and part of their custom and tradition at that specific time during school holidays is to actually teach their kids a certain trade. And subhanallah, at that time his parents sent him to a tailor, and that tailor was a good Muslim, and he had beautiful character. So this young man, my grandfather, was influenced by him, subhanallah, and he embraced Islam, 13 years old. So his parents did not take much notice of it. They basically ignored him. They said, he's young, he'll grow out of it. So by the time that he's age 15, they realized that he's steadfast. And they were very wealthy family, and they're from Zablit family, very well-known people, subhanAllah, in Zgharta, in this specific area. So they brought him forward. They said, you have two choices. You either leave Islam or leave the house. He left the house. 15 years old.
Oh my.
Sheikh, he went to Brazil.
Brazil?
At that time, you'll find there's millions of Lebanese people in Brazil. He went to Brazil and he stayed there for 10 years. He saved a substantial amount of money and he came back to Lebanon. And he went into a partnership with a Muslim person. But this Muslim man ripped him off. He cheated him. So everything that he saved, 10 years, it's gone.
Oh.
His parents found out. They came from Zgharta into Tripoli and they said to him, listen, we're willing to compensate you with everything that you've lost. He said to them, who told you that I've lost everything? I'm a multi-millionaire. They said, what are you talking about? Your friends have told us that you've lost everything. He said, I have Islam. And he said, Allah has said in Al-Quran, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you were to count the blessing of Allah, you'll never be able to count it. Dear respected viewers, please don't stop us from propagating Islam. I beg you for the sake of Allah, there are people out there that are dying for Islam. There are people out there that their God is alcohol, drugs, football, soccer, this and that. Please allow us to continue on propagating Islam through this blessed channel. May Allah bless you all.
Thank you, Sheikh Abu Hamza. That's a beautiful and interesting story. It's a very rare thing to have a Christian become Muslim in the Middle East. And to think that the man lost everything, and then he came back and said, no, I didn't lose anything. Yeah, this is true faith, mashallah, very inspiring.
Subhanallah, and he changed his name, I'm sorry, from Beit al-Zablit to Beit Muhtadi. From Zablit family to Muhtadi family. And my surname is Muhtadi.
MashaAllah.
May Allah keep us steadfast and firm.
So
we all have something in common?
Yeah.
Or reverts.
Yeah, mashallah. I believe we have Asia on the line from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Excuse me, from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Alaikum salam.
Thank you so much for calling.
I am Sister Asiya from KSA.
Thank you so much, sister, for calling.
Sister Asiya?
Yes, from the KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
My granddaughter.
MashaAllah. Thank you for calling, sister. What would you like to share with us? I'm sorry, I believe the line cut. That's unfortunate. We have a clip from Hajj. I know we've been talking a lot about our Ramadan coverage. Last year, we only sent a team of 3 people to Hajj. We were supposed to send 13. I thought I was going to go. We were so excited in the channel. We had our pack. They said, pack your bag. Inshallah, we're going for Hajj. But there was no nasib, as they said. We sent 3. I was on the list of 3. We were so sad. Brother Ihab behind the crane here was one of them. Brother Abdullah McIntosh, a beloved fan favorite as well. Another man, Saeed, from the production department. We made Hajj with 3. The coverage was okay, but it could be a lot better. This is Hajj. This is our time.
For sure.
So, inshallah, we're going to use this, inshallah, these contributions also to benefit our Hajj coverage.
That's true.
And we have a small clip for the viewers, inshallah. You guys check this out, our coverage of last Hajj. Help us make the next Hajj coverage even better. Check out this clip.
Inshallah. Allah knows what's best for us, so why should we complain?
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك له. We are just going at the moment going through the streets of Mecca, mashallah, where the streets are full of Hujjaj, alhamdulillah, and there is a very strong feeling of unity amongst the Hujjaj, and everybody is feeling the iman that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is blessing them with. With me here is one of the Hujjaj. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you, brother?
I am fine.
And what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Muhammad Jafarullah. I am from Bangladesh.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. And how are you? What is your experience of Hajj?
Experience of Hajj is very fine. I have visited already Medina, and I have made ziyarat in here in Arafat, Muzdalifah, Mina, and I stayed in Makkah for more than 1 month, Makkah and Medina. My experience is very fine. Arrangement is very good. But huge number of Hajis had come to Makkah and Medina, and yet the discipline is very fine.
MashaAllah. What is your feeling when you are praying in front of the Kaaba?
My feeling is very extraordinary.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Amin wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
What is your name and where do you come from?
My name is Ali Abdullahi Jahun and I come from Nigeria, Jigawa State.
How are you feeling about Hajj?
I'm very glad God has brought me to this holy land, and I wish my country a very peaceful situation.
What did you feel when you first saw the Kaaba?
I felt very happy, and I was very glad that I was going to pray for God to answer me.
Allah knows what's best for us, so why should we complain?
Assalamu alaikum. I hope you enjoyed that coverage of Hajj last year. As I was saying before the clip, we sent 3 brothers for Hajj. We had planned to send 13 to give you guys the best possible Hajj coverage. But finances weren't there, so we sent 3. Inshallah, according to the contributions and sponsorship we received tonight, we will provide for you, inshallah, better Hajj coverage the next Hajj, inshallah. Now, as you know, this should be the end of our telethon, but it's not.
Yeah, actually, we had to beg.
Right.
We've been begging. You guys don't know this. When we go to these breaks, you know, we were begging the directors, please. They said, but I've got guys standing here already that's contributed. These brothers working for free today.
Yeah.
For them, you know. We said, please.
Excellent, mashallah. There's a director
Did
now.
he say it?
Yes, he said we have agreed to extend it 1 hour.
He just said the director.
Thank you so much. That's
Do we have it?
Yeah, that's Dr.
He just said it.
But what about Guidance TV? Are they going to?
They're on board with us as well. They just told me in the earpiece.
Alhamdulillah.
They agreed. Okay.
MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. So we're broadcast on Huda TV, on Guidance TV. It's 12 p.m. Mecca time, but we are extending 1 hour, inshallah.
Okay, that means, for those of you at home, and you're wondering, what the heck, I'm expecting to see a certain kind of program tonight, whether it's in America or here, this is a special preemption of our regular broadcast day. This project is for you. This is a share project. You are sharing with us. You will be taking reward with Allah. And if you want to increase your iman, your faith in Islam, this is your biggest chance that you've ever had, probably in your life. Because what you're going to do right now, you're going to see some opportunities here in the next 58 minutes. We're going to be talking about how you can support projects that we're working on right now for Ramadan, for Hajj, for Eid. All of the things that we've been talking about, you're going to get a chance to put your hand with our hands so that we can make this grow and go across the world. I personally am inviting you to join me, Yusuf Estes, and Sheikh Abu Hamza in Australia, our brother Rafi from UK, brother Malik from California.
San Francisco.
Yeah, that's okay. We forgive you.
That's your problem. Huh?
Join us, guys. Join us, because this is your opportunity. What you're doing right now is investing, because the projects that were laid out to us earlier by Ahmed Fahmy, what he was sitting right here, he showed us 12 major projects that would ordinarily cost upwards of $5 to $10 to even $15 million in other media. But for Islam and what we're doing here, what they call white media or halal media, as he called it, these projects are only costing $500,000 for all 12. And he broke it down and showed us with the 20 million viewers that we have, the millions of homes that are watching right now around the world. It's only, think about this, 1 cent, a copper, 1 copper cent, you're reaching 4 people. A dime, now we're talking about a dime, 40 people. $1, 400 people. $10, 4,000 people? And imagine what would it happen right now if you wrote a check for $1,000. Suppose you went to the website right this minute and you said, you know what, I've got this here, I can do that. 10,000, 20,000, and you've reached more people just in the month of Ramadan than anybody could even wave a hand at in their life. I'm serious about this when I tell you that you put your hand with our hands, and inshallah, Allah accept from all of us, and forgive us and put us in His Jannah. I don't want anybody left behind. If you've been sitting on that behind, get up off of it now and do what I said earlier. Put a 0. You were thinking of 10, make it 100. You were thinking of 1,000, make it 10. Just do it. Just do it. And you'll be surprised. Is that right, Malik?
That's right. And Sheikh Yusuf, if that's not convincing enough for our viewers, we have a sheikh that comes to us. Of course, you know him as well as Guidance TV, Imam Kareem Abu Zaid. He's a fan favorite at Huda TV. He's done so many programs, The Inevitable Journey, Righteous Companions. I was honored to work with him on building a better future. People are constantly reminding us, where's Imam Kareem Abu Zaid? When is he coming back? When is he going to do more shows? We want more Imam Kareem Abu Zaid. So
you got to talk to me now.
So we have him on Skype with us right now. We want him to give a reminder to our viewers to continue to contribute and sponsor Huda TV. Assalamu alaikum, Imam Kareem. Can you hear me, Sheikh?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. You're on. Bring it.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, habibi.
You're still with us. You're still awake. What time is it over there in Denver, Colorado?
Yeah, it's we just prayed Dhuhr here, and I came back and I found you still in the air.
Well, don't forget they're earlier over there, not later.
Yeah, they're earlier, so we might have to go to Fajr if we can't reach our goal. Imam Kareem, what can we do? What reminder can you give our viewers about supporting and contributing and sponsoring Huda TV?
Well, again, I'm having a hard time. Maybe you can fix the sound, hearing you from the studio. I'm hearing the brothers in the operation room more than you, so maybe you can help me out with that. But I think I understood your question. You're asking me to speak about giving, inshallah. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes. Go ahead.
Brothers in the studio and not you in the studio. So there's some technical.
Yes. Imam Kareem, we're going to ask the director to fix the audio because, like you said, you're hearing the brothers in the van and you're not hearing us in the studio. But I'm giving you the thumbs up that you did answer. That was my question. If you can speak about giving a little bit and the merits of giving and supporting and contributing to Huda TV.
Inshallah. SubhanAllah.
Can you hear me now, Sheikh?
I think we may have lost him.
Again, Malik, I'm...
no problem, Sheikh. Inshallah, we're going to fix it.
Brothers in the studio, maybe the technical people can help me out. But if the viewers, just give me a thumb up or something that the viewers can hear me, and then I'm okay with that, inshallah.
Go.
Is it good?
Yes.
Go. Dear viewers, I was watching what Brother Abu Hamza, I never met him in my life. I say Assalamu alaikum to him. But I was listening to what he was saying. I want to share another story with you. That the other day I went with my family to a restaurant, and amazing that the person who was serving us, he approached us and he basically said that you are Muslims and so forth, and I said yes, and he said, you know what, my grandfather is a Muslim too. Then I asked him, what is your name? He said, my name is Tariq. Then after I asked him, where is your grandfather comes from? He basically told me that his grandfather used to live in Spain before Islam was kicked out of Spain. And then he migrated to Mexico. And then his grandfather basically preserved his identity as a Muslim. But Eric, my dear viewers, he's Catholic now. Unfortunately, he got taken by the societies here in the Western world. If you're not very careful about your religion, if you're not very keen on nourishing the youth in the path of Islam, it is very risky and dangerous. That's what you're paying for tonight, for the sake of Allah, to guard the second and third generation of Muslims in America and the West. My dear viewers, this is a serious business here. We're talking about people being saved. We believe, you must believe in the depth of your heart that your salvation is in that belief of La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. The fact that someone else is not accepting it, the fact that someone else has lost it. And this is what Abu Hafsa actually said. Abu Hamza, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Abu Hamza said that this is what his father or grandfather at the end of the day figured out. I may have lost the dunya, but the hereafter is still left for me because I'm still a Muslim. My dear viewers, you get always a share of what you do. The Prophet ﷺ told us that if you contribute to the guidance of others, you will get a share of this guidance. We're asking you tonight to give, to help a lot of Muslims, especially first and second generation, especially amongst the youth, to preserve their identity, the identity of Muslims in that part of the world. Huda TV has been contributing tremendously to that effort, and you're being called tonight to help out. Listen, I'm in no position to reward you, nor anybody in the studio, but we are just tools trying to motivate you to give for the sake of Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you in the Quran, brothers and sisters in Islam who are watching us, that whatever you spend in His cause, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give it back to you. I was a little bit surprised to still find out that the figure is only $60,000, more or less. I think we should do more than that. I'm sure there's a brother out there. I'm sure there is a brother out there who is watching us, who can spare the channel, who can help the channel, who can help the TV. Please help us out. Sure. Don't just sit back and wait for this channel to get off the air or to have trouble in producing shows for the Ummah. My viewers, it is so important for you to help out. So important for you to help out tonight. Don't just try to act like you don't hear, you don't see. Please. I don't know if you hear me or not. Can you hear me, Malik?
Yeah, give him a thumbs up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we definitely can hear you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Can I go on? Is that, you want me to carry on? I can go on if you want.
Well, yes, go on. Actually, Imam Karim Abu Zayd, we're actually going to go to a short clip because we're going to move to our next segment, inshallah. We want to thank you for your wonderful reminder, and inshallah, we hope that, like you said, we have 67,000 now, and we're very happy for that, but we hope to reach our goal of 500,000 USD. You guys at home, you heard Imam Karim Abu Zayd. He's one of your favorite scholars and presenters here. He's asking you to donate. How many times have you guys called us up and sent us emails? We love the inevitable journey. We love the righteous companions. We love building a better future with Imam Karim Abu Zayd. Well, now your favorite sheikh is asking you to reach into your pocket and just give a small contribution to Huda TV. So log on to www.huda.tv/share or facebook.com/HudaTV and make a small sponsorship or contribution. You guys, we have a short clip for you. We'll be right back in the studio. Stay tuned.
Allah knows what's best for us, so why should we complain?
Many people who sit back, enjoy watching the screen, they do not recognize how much effort and cost does it cost in order to bring a single show or program. Alhamdulillah wa shukrullah, by the grace of Allah, I have experienced the greatest blessing in this channel. First of all, that when we say this channel is serving both Muslims and non-Muslims, one of the many things and experiences I have experienced in the live programs, when I had a Russian lady, she's a Muslim by birth. She called in, she once heard me saying that it is not permissible for a Muslim woman to marry to a non-Muslim. She called in from Russia and she said that, never heard of that before, do you have proof? And I'm married to a Christian and I didn't know, what am I supposed to do? Many of the viewers were shocked, what kind of Muslim is she? So we try to tell everybody, well, vast majority of Muslims do not really know what Islam is. They took it for granted. So Huda TV came to explain, first of all, to Muslims what the true Islam is. Hajj. It was my dream more than a decade ago when I have seen people traveling from all over the globe to perform Hajj and returning home after wasting so much money and effort without actually performing Hajj. Why? Because they did not know the ceremonies of Hajj, how to perform Hajj. By the grace of Allah, Allah helped us and blessed us to produce such a program where it is serving millions and millions of Muslims. On every single flight of Saudi airline, you can tune in and you can watch before landing to Jeddah or any airport or Medina airport. People meet me at the airport, said, I have memorized how to perform Hajj properly.
Mm.
It pleases my heart so much that, alhamdulillah, we are achieving such success.
Allah knows what's best for us, so why should we complain?
Assalamu alaikum. I hope you enjoyed that brief message from Dr. Muhammad Salah. He is your favorite sheikh, the host of Ask Huda and Correct Your Recitation, which we interrupted that programming today, Correct Your Recitation, in order to have this for our telethon. Dr. Salah is one of the most beloved sheikhs around the world, and he's asking you guys at home to just do what you can and make a small contribution, a small sponsorship. We have 67,000 USD, and we're very thankful for that. But our goal was $500,000, 500,000. In order to bring you these 12 programs in Ramadan, we need 500,000 USD. So think about what you want to be doing in Ramadan and how much you appreciate and value Huda TV, and get online at www.huda.tv/share. I hope the director can put those websites on the bottom of your screen. Sheikh Abu Hamza, in the break, you were talking about a football club that was about to be expelled from the football league, the soccer league in Australia. Can you elaborate a little bit? Can you talk to us about that?
Just imagine, I was, subhanAllah, talking in regards, just imagine a soccer club or a football club, they're running out of money and they might be expelled from the league, let us say.
Yeah.
And they call upon people to contribute. Can you imagine the amount of money that will be raised for that specific reason?
Sure. 50 million easy.
Allahu Akbar.
50 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase a football around it.
And you know, in the United States, you know how many Muslim kids, they spend $120 on shoes, $60 on a jersey of their favorite basketball player? I don't want to mention the athlete's name, we don't give them free advertisement. But we spend $120 on shoes that cost $2 that are manufactured in China. Okay, $60 on a jersey with the guy's name on it. And we can't spare $10 for contribution sponsorship for Huda TV. SubhanAllah. We have a phone call. Assalamu alaikum, brother. I believe we lost a call. Give us a call back, and you guys know the number. It should be on your screen. Sheikh Yusuf, I believe that our values are misplaced. Sheikh Abu Hamza,
speaking of values, by the way, you said any small contribution. I'm saying any big contribution. I keep emphasizing, if you want to get to $500,000, somebody's got to come up with nothing. You know, zero.
Well, just a one
after a number. Need a number. And then fill it up with zero as much as you like.
Of course.
Listen, I understand what it is to have money, maybe more than you think. And before I came to Islam, alhamdulillah, I used to be a Cessna airplane dealer. I used to have our own brand of pianos, our own brand of organs. We had our own television series down in Florida called the Estes Music Jamboree. Don't think I don't understand what money is about. But I'm telling you, when Allah takes some away from you, it's only a test. Don't wait until you don't have anything left in this life or the next life. This is a test. And if you really want to get something in this life, give and try to outgive Allah. You'll never do it. He'll keep giving you more. The companions of Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they used to run away from the dunya, and it chased after them. They ran away from the dunya, and it chased them. Today, we're running after the dunya, and it's running away from us. Oh, that's the best way.
The difference between the Sahaba and us, radiyallahu anhum, they had the money in their hand while we have it in our hearts.
SubhanAllah.
Oh, astaghfirullah.
That's an excellent point.
Well, we have a telephone call.
Millions of people are viewing this.
Right.
Sheikh Abu Hamza, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but we have a telephone call from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum. Noman, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Alaikum assalam. How are you? Alhamdulillah. Go ahead. What's your name, sister? Oh, inshallah.
My name is Sayyid. I'm from KSA.
It's a little boy.
Oh.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
Sayyid, Sayyid, how old are you?
I want to give you $50.
Oh, wow. Thank you, young man.
Thank you so much.
MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you so much. And how old are you, Sayyid?
God bless you.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. MashaAllah. Thank you, inshallah. Allah bless you.
How old did he say?
I think he said he was 10 or 11.
I'm not too sure of the age here.
$50?
Yes,
That's
subhanAllah.
great. Like we said,
may Allah reward them, inshallah.
See, look at the children are giving $10, $20, $30, $40.
Yes.
And this is everything to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this
is
the whole
life.
So what are we doing? Come on, adults, wake up. I'm serious about this thing. You know that you think, well, maybe I will, and as soon as you start to move, you went, no, what am I doing? And then you start again. And you know what it is? It's shaitan. It's shaitan. He is your enemy. And he is coming to you, scaring you with poverty. He's frightening you and telling you, you won't have any money. Oh, what are you, a fool? What are you doing? It's those little programs, who cares? Those little programs have actually changed people's lives. We have made dua for something like this since I've been a Muslim. When I came into Islam, alhamdulillah, in 1991, we didn't even have decent books to read about Islam in English. We didn't. And today we've got one of the finest of all of the studios that I've ever been in. I'm sitting in it right here, producing some of the best programs, best quality. And people watch it, not Muslim, and they come to Islam. And I'm telling you, right now, the only thing holding you back is shaitan convincing you to do something stupid, which is to do nothing. Pick up the pen and write. Pick up your keyboard and type. But don't sit there. Even if it's a $10 bill, Allah will make it thousands for you, here and on the Day of Judgment.
Inshallah.
If you have the ability to do something really big, do it now. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't think, oh, 1,000. No. If Shaitan said that, tell him, no, I'm going to do 5,000. If you were thinking 10,000, say, no, I'm going to do 20. Shaitan will be like, no. And that's when you know what I'm telling you is the truth.
Thank you, Sheikh
Malik?
Yusuf.
Yes.
That's an excellent point. We have now reached, as you see on your screen, $70,500 US. We're hoping
somebody woke up.
And now we have a phone call from Nadine from Egypt as well. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Nadine from Egypt.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you?
I am Brother Nadine.
Brother, I'm sorry, I didn't quite get your name correctly on the earpiece. Thank you so much, brother, for calling. How are you? What would you like to share with us today, this evening?
I want to talk to Sheikh Yusuf.
Go right ahead.
Yes.
I'm here. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh Yusuf, inni uhibbuka fillah.
أنا أحبك في الله.
Sheikh Yusuf, I want to ask you, please. We need you in Egypt. The youth needs you to give us the religion in English language, in the English schools.
That's what we're doing here, brother. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give the youth of Egypt and the youth all around the world.
Yeah, actually, I've had several.
Because I'm from Egypt, so I'm asking Sheikh Yusuf if he has time for tours beginning next year or this year to come to the schools and to learn the Islam in English.
Okay. Jazakallah khair for that call. Thank you so much. That's good advice for all of us. By the
doubt.
way, I was at a school today and did a function over there, and I did yesterday another one at Dar Arqam. Today we were at another school. So don't think that I'm just sitting here at night. This is our volunteer job. We're all working hard during the day to make programs to go out and reach out. Don't think we're just goofing off. But I want to emphasize again and again and again, guys, they gave us an extra hour. Guidance TV gave us an extra hour. Huda TV gave us an extra hour. Let's don't waste it. Let's get busy.
Definitely.
Get busy.
We have another telephone call, Sheikh Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Salam rahmatullah.
Go ahead. How are you?
Go ahead, brother.
Hello?
Go ahead, brother. Can you hear us? Go right ahead.
My name is Hashmat. I'm calling from Saudi Arabia.
How are you?
My son was on the line. His name is Noman, and he was just to contribute his own money, which he is getting for his expenses.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It will be transferred on your account by line. Yes, I want to thank to Sheikh Yusuf and Abu Zaid. Sheikh Abu Zaid, who's from Australia. My son also in Australia, and he's doing the work there in restaurant. So,
thank you so much for your call,
brother.
Definitely.
People who was Sheikh Saleh, who was taking the ask Huda, and other people. But my wife, she, and my son, they are going to watch every day your channel. And they want your channel to be shown in India.
Inshallah. It's a matter of finances, as you know, it's expensive.
This is what this program's about right now.
Thank you, brother, so much for your call. We
Inshallah,
appreciate it. We also have Ummu Muhammad from Oman. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Go right ahead, sister. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, sister. Thank you for calling. Sister. Go right ahead.
I'm Muhammad. I'm calling from Oman.
Thank you, sister, for calling.
I want to thank Huda Channel for giving me the chance to learn Islam.
MashaAllah.
I'm from the Philippines and I'm a rebirth.
MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar, MashaAllah. Excellent. That's
and my
wonderful.
husband is from Jordan. He guided me to Islam.
Alhamdulillah. Excellent, sister.
Alhamdulillah.
So you have benefited tremendously from Huda TV, I imagine.
I'm staying at home wife, and my husband gave me $1,000 to donate.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much for your generous contribution.
There's the zeros.
There it is. Thank you so much. May Allah bless you and your husband. We certainly.
Yusuf Estes, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, sister. It's been a while since I visited Oman.
Watching you and Huda and all the shit. Please make dua for my husband because he's always having.
Okay, we'll make dua for you, for your husband, for your whole family.
Thank you so much.
Jazakumullah khair.
Thank you,
God bless you.
Definitely.
Allah accept from you. On all of those who have been donating, those who have been working to support Huda, to support these programs that we're recording. As we heard earlier in our program, if you just tuned in, earlier in the program, this was a 4-hour telethon, now extended into 5 hours. We're in instant death overtime or something. And subhanAllah, when we started out, we heard about 12 different series that, I believe it was 12, that we could invest in, and then these would be something that would be for our families to take benefit from. We heard about what's going on in Ramadan, what's going on with the Hajj project, some of the other projects for the youth, and even the kids. And I was thinking at the time, how can we communicate this message quickly out to you so you can understand why you need it? Yes, you need the results. You want to watch it. You want to share it with your friends, use it for dawah. We know that. But you need it also because there's something holding you back from doing this. Why? Because Shaitan, he knows that by holding back that you're going to lose. True. Subhanallah. He knows that when you put it out for Allah, you're going to win. He knows you're going to gain. And see what happens, it proves it to you that there is Allah and that He is real and that this deen is real and that your life with Him is in the right way because you are giving and you're seeing it come back. Try it. Try it and tell me tomorrow that it didn't work. And you already know it will. If you need, then you should be giving. And if you said you don't need, then you got all the world of reason there. Give it all. Exactly. If you said I don't need it, yes, put it out there. But you'll never outgive Allah. Do it now. We've got this extended time. They give this instant death overtime.
Yes.
Let's jump on it. Let's do it. Zeros. We need zeros. We're going to make the 500,000 inshallah tonight. Inshallah. I'm serious. You can do this. Do it.
As a matter of fact, we have a call on their line. Perhaps he's going to make a contribution. Assalamu alaikum from Qatar.
Walaikum salam. How are you, sir?
Hey, nice to see you. Alaikum salam. Thank you for calling our program. Share the reward. Please go right ahead, brother.
Yeah, it is very nice to hear this telethon. Actually, I want to make a small contribution for the sake of Allah for the Huda TV. Really, Huda TV has enlightened us very, very much. Like through Dr. Salah and Yusuf Estes, etc. We know all these great scholars through Huda TV, and we learn a lot of things from this Huda TV. Actually, I'd like to make a contribution of $200.
MashaAllah, may Allah reward you for it, brother. Thank you. And with your contribution,
for the sake of Allah, for the sake to Huda TV.
And with your $200, brother, we reach $72,000 with your $200, and we certainly appreciate it. And may Allah bless you, and thank you for your intention.
Allah
brother. And I want to remind, thank you so much, brother, for that $200 contribution. Thank you so much. I want to remind you sisters out there, we just launched a program called Dear Sister. I don't know if you guys know. It's live every Friday, Saturday, 5 p.m. Mecca time with Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan, Brother Osama Al-Shami from the Straight Path. Just for sisters. It's like a fatwa show just for sisters. Now, inshallah, in Ramadan, we're going to have your colleague from Australia, Sheikh Shadi Suleiman. He's doing a unique program called Pioneering Women. I don't think any Islamic channel has done something like this before. He's going to biography and talk about the important women of Islam from day number one, who have given tremendous sacrifices, contributions to this ummah. So, I mean, sisters, if you want to see this program, give us a call, make a contribution. If you want to sponsor a program, you sisters, you have to ummah, sponsor a program, sponsor Pioneering Women with Sheikh Shadi Suleiman. Just log on to www.huda.tv/share and make a small contribution. You don't want this program to go unmade. Let's make this program Pioneering Women with Sheikh Shadi Suleiman. I believe you have a phone call as well. Assalamu alaikum. I believe we have a technical problem. Please give us a call back. If you're
You know what, while we're waiting for the call back, you mentioned about sisters and contributing and sacrifices. It's time, I think, for me to share this with you right now. In last night's program, we had a strange thing happen, that a sister came to me and she donated while we were there, and I want to present it officially to you guys right now.
MashaAllah.
She said this, and I have it in my hand right here. I know you can't, it's too far away. I don't have a cameraman over there to zoom in on it, but this is something so precious to me. She said, it's the most precious thing in this dunya to me is this ring, because it's my wedding ring.
SubhanAllah.
And she pulled it off of her finger, and she said, I want to present it tonight for Guidus TV. Well, as you guys know, we reached our goal, and I said anything after that would be going to Huda TV, because we want, now, the sister, if you're watching tonight, you're going to get a double reward.
There it is, the camera got you, we got you down.
Okay, because this little ring now became very huge for you in Jannah, because it not only helped Guidus TV, it's now helping the projects for Huda TV, and there's no telling what Allah is accepting from you. And I know when you gave it, you didn't know, and I didn't know, but now it's big, it's double, and don't think there was anything small about it. The sacrifice you made for Allah just became even greater. And then after she did that, another sister was inspired, and she reached in and took this off of her finger, and she said, this is my wedding ring.
Ya Allah.
And she said, it's precious to me, and I don't know what else to do, but I have to do something tonight right away. And one sister, the other one, she stood up, she said, anybody can give money, but why not give something that really is a sacrifice, a big sacrifice. So this also tonight, from us, we're presenting this to Huda TV, and I'm not going to stop until I show you the last one.
Oh my goodness.
SubhanAllah, you're bringing tears to my eyes, Sheikh.
Wait, you get your Kleenex ready.
Yes.
Because this is the one that broke me down, and I started crying. And I know this is going to be real hard for them to zoom in on, and it's my fault for not telling the camera people ahead of time. These are two tiny ear, we call it earring, but it's earbuds. They're small as they can be. And she said a 6-year-old girl received these, 6 years old. And she's kept them all of her life. And they're more precious than anything. She said, that's why I have them with me right now. I am that 6-year-old girl, grown up. She said, as much as these mean to me, this project means more. And I sacrifice this for Allah. And listen to this. Listen to this. The note that came with it said, thank you for being the one to accept my sacrifice to go to Jannah.
SubhanAllah.
SubhanAllah.
I mean, this is an amazing
SubhanAllah. So this, and this little envelope, and we are officially going to give that over for Huda TV right now.
Yusuf Estes. This is an amazing story, and I really didn't expect this, and this is something truly amazing and truly inspiring, I believe, for all of us.
Definitely.
I mean, we've been asking people to give $10, $100, $1,000 money, but these people gave their wedding rings. There's something very special and priceless to them. So if this isn't motivation and a reminder for all of us, including myself, I certainly don't know what is. Of course, we will hand this over to the administration, inshallah, and this will benefit Muslims all around the world during the month of Ramadan, and a continuous reward. Sheikh Abu Hamza, isn't that right, Sheikh Abu Hamza? When these women give this charity, and we make a program for it, we don't just run it once. We run it twice, 3 times, 4 times. So it's a continuous ajr, as we say, isn't it?
SubhanAllah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them, and He has given them this opportunity to contribute for the sake of Allah. And how many people have been deprived from this? How many people, Shaykh, have the ability and have wealth, but they've been deprived from this? Know that when you contribute, that Allah has blessed you, and He's given you this opportunity. SubhanAllah, Muhammad was asked the question, and you know, Shaykh, many people ask you that question, oh, I feel like my faith is weakened, and this and that. How can I strengthen my faith? Muhammad was asked the same question in regards of faith. He said, إِذَا سَرَّتْكَ حَسَنَتُكَ وَسَاءَتْكَ سَيِّئَتُكَ فَذَلِكُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُ. If your good deed pleases you, So when you do something good, even though that sometimes in your eyes it's insignificant, Muhammad ﷺ said, لا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا. Don't look down at anything that you do of good. Don't look down at it. So the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, if your good deed pleases you, that means you should be happy. Because many people, especially in these days, you see them going through depression, anxiety, bipolar. Because when they do good, they're not pleased.
Right.
You should be happy when you do something good. Allahu Akbar, I've given $1. Allahu Akbar, I've given $100. Depending on the person's ability. So he said, if your good deed pleases you, and your bad deed displeases you, then this is belief.
Yes. Sheikh Abu Hamza, is it not true that some women had come to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and they said to him, we want to contribute to your cause, and they had given them their earrings, is that right?
Yes.
Or some jewelry.
Some jewelry, yes, exactly,
okay.
yes. And subhanAllah, you'll find, the sacrifice of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. There's so many stories to actually mention that, so we don't have enough time, but subhanAllah, they're just overwhelming. Just imagine Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, before his death, he gave all his wealth. So he was asked, what did you leave for your family? He said, if they're good, Allah would look after those who are good. And if they're not good, I don't intend to leave them any money to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with them.
Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah.
Amazing man.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Radiyallahu anhu.
Excellent.
If they are righteous, Allah would look after them. If they're not righteous, I'm not going to leave them any money to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
MashaAllah.
These are the stories, Sheikh, that touches our hearts by people not just giving money, but giving something so precious to a good cause. And we want to carry this on from, the brothers and sisters out there to finance, a program that we have on Huda TV. Sheikh, this was a very moving story, and it filled my heart up, and Malik and I were sitting here going, wow, how magnificent somebody has donated something so precious.
I mean, the sentimental value beats any amount that we can think of. I know you guys are running down out of time here. It's the last hour in our telethon. I hope the viewers are inspired to take this opportunity, take this last chance to get on the phones and give us a call. But before you give us a call, get on those websites and make a contribution. You know the websites, I send them 100 times. They should appear on your screen now. The website addresses should appear on your screen. I'll say them anyways. www.huda.tv/share, www.facebook.com/hudatv, all lowercase. Get on and then give us a call. I believe we have a phone call as well. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. I believe you're calling from Nigeria. Is that right?
Yes, I'm calling from Kano in Nigeria.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you for your time. Excellent. Go right ahead.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless those people who made the effort to establish this Huda television station for Muslims.
Ameen.
This is a pride for every Muslim that is living on this earth of today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it on the mizan for those people who have made efforts to put this station. Right here in northern Nigeria, where we are predominantly Muslims, we encourage our children, our grandchildren to hook onto Huda, which we never had before. But now your children can get educated Islamically on the screen at home, which makes life a lot easier. But the only problem we have is lack of power. Electricity is our major problem in Nigeria. But inshallah, we are doing our best to make sure we use generators. We are encouraging families, women who have small generators in their homes, to put on Huda for some time for children in their neighborhood to come and watch the TV of Huda so that they can improve on their Islamic knowledge. May Allah bless you.
Ameen.
We are also in hard now. We have discussed with friends. We all want to contribute, but unfortunately, in this part of the world, it is not easy to contribute money online. Many people don't have access to, to banks through the internet or sending money directly. Like many of women here, they have gold. As the Sheikh has just shown me on the screen now, we saw some women who gave out their wedding rings. Many of us will be willing to give out our bangles so that it will be part of Sadaqatul Jariyah for us. But how do we reach you? That is the problem. So I'm advising Huda,
sure,
because in northern Nigeria we have predominantly Muslims and they would like to contribute.
Yes, sister. Thank you so much.
To find a way of putting up something for us in Nigeria.
Sure. Give me just a chance, sister, to answer your question, if you don't mind. I'm sorry to interrupt you. If you can just give me a chance. The easiest way to donate from Nigeria, if you can just get to a secure internet location, I'm sure you have like an internet cafe or anywhere with a secure internet location. All you have to do, you don't have to go to any bank and do a wire transfer, international transfer, all that stuff. No, you don't have to do any of that. Just get to a secure internet location, perhaps at your work, at your home, at your friend's home, and log on to www.huda.tv/share, or if you watch Facebook, if you use Facebook, www.facebook.com/huda.tv, all lowercase. And since you're calling from Nigeria, I want to remind our Nigerian viewers, we get so many emails that say, Brother Malik, when are you going to bring a Nigerian sheikh? Brother Malik, when are you coming to Nigeria? Brother Malik, when is Dr. Salah going to do a Nigerian tour? We would love to do all those things. We would love to bring the sheikh from Nigeria, go to Nigeria, have Dr. Salah do ask her a tour of Nigeria. But finances limit us. If you guys want that, log on and make a contribution. Sponsor a program. Sponsor a Nigerian sheikh to come. I think Nigeria, more than any country, has benefited from Huda TV. So you guys log on and show your appreciation this time around with your prayers and thoughts and dua, of course, but also financially. Even a small donation, there's really no excuses, because as long as you have the internet connection, inshallah, you can make it happen. Isn't that right, Sheikh Yusuf?
That's actually a fact, and I hope, inshallah, that they're listening and paying attention to Malik. Now, what he's telling you is something that if you act on this, the intention being for Allah, you're going to be so surprised. Things that are happening in your life right now, sickness, a disease, financial crisis, divorces, pending divorces, family issues, children disobeying, things that are happening to so many of our families. One of the things that will help cure that up is increasing the iman. Ask every member of your family right now, go to them and say, Mom, what should you like to do? You like to do for Huda TV? If she said $1, take it. Dad, what would you like to do to join Huda TV for this project? My sister, my brother, my child, my wife. What do you want to do? And I'm going to tell you something that happened with Aisha, that's my wife, and I. One time I wanted to do something. And as I think it was a $50 donation for something, she came to me and she said, why are you leaving me out?
SubhanAllah.
I said, well, I can donate something on your behalf. I'll put some. She said, no, I want to be in on it. I want to put in it. And I have this. And she gave some jewelry and money with this. And do you know that at that point when we were doing this, it was a lot to us. And immediately Allah started changing other things in our lives. Things became easier for us. My daughters, alhamdulillah, never went to public school. She, my wife, educated them totally at home, and they graduated with the highest marks from homeschool and went off to college with her sitting right beside them in the college doing her knitting, and graduated. And subhanAllah, now they've got good husbands, they've got good family, and I'm telling you, it's only from Allah. You want to solve your problems, it's only Allah. And you're saying, oh Allah, Allah, Allah. But check, remind us. Will you remind us what the Prophet ﷺ said about the one who comes up out of the desert and his clothes are haram and his, tell us, and then when he makes the dua, can you remind us?
SubhanAllah. Well, first of all, one of the Sahabis, name is Abdullah, Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu anhu. He asked Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, Ya Rasulullah, ud'u Allah li an akun mustajab ad-da'wah. Make dua for me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would respond to my dua. He said, make sure that your income is halal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would respond to your dua.
MashaAllah, that's a beautiful statement. That's wonderful. That's a beautiful one. And before we take this phone call, can you briefly share the hadith about, someone said, I think the Prophet told him, he said, someone whose dua, they will probably not be accepted as long as their income is not halal.
Yeah. SubhanAllah. And that's what the Shaykh is saying.
Basically what he's saying.
You know, a person, wal'iyadu billah, they indulge in haram, they eat haram, and they drink from haram, and they just... And how Allah is going to respond to that person?
Yeah, of course, subhanAllah.
SubhanAllah.
He says, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Rab, Ya Rab.
Mat'amuhu haram, wa mashrabuhu haram.
Right, of course.
You know, and that's one of the reasons that, subhanAllah, you find many people are going through difficulties and pain and trauma because their income is from haram. So subhanAllah.
Thank you so much. Hamza. The cameraman's yelling at me, the director's yelling at me. They're saying, take the phone call. I'm sorry to keep you on hold. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for calling.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for calling, sister.
I'm Sister Asia from KSA.
Oh, thank you, Sister Asia, for calling. Go ahead with your call, sister.
Yes, may Allah bless you all who are on the set and those who are behind the set.
Ameen. Barakallah fiki.
Inshallah, I want to contribute in Jama'ah. Yes.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, I want to give some contribution in Jama'ah, as Sheikh Yusuf said. And before that, I just wanted to give salam to Abu Hamza. I usually got, mashallah, many opportunities to say salam to Sheikh Yusuf Estes, but not to, this is the first time we are meeting up Sheikh Abu Hamza on Huda TV. And mashallah, his lectures were very inspiring, which we heard on Peace TV.
Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you.
Jazakallah khair for all your efforts.
May Allah bless you.
Thank you, sister, so much for your call. Jazakallah. Thank you so much, sister.
Yes, amen.
We have another call from Lebanon. That's Abu Hamza's neck of the woods.
Yes.
Allahu Akbar.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. The land of the cedars. Go right ahead. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. You're on the air.
Mustafa, welcome to Huda TV. You're live. I think, Mustafa, can you hear me, Akhi?
Sometimes they wait for the echo to come back on
exactly.
the TV.
May have
That's
lost
Lebanon's communication.
Mustafa from Lebanon, if you're still watching, please give us a call back. I'm sorry to keep on hold so long. It seems like the call has dropped. Give us a call back.
Yeah, it happens.
Mustafa, yeah, it happens. So, Brother Mustafa, we're waiting for you, inshallah, to give us a call.
How many minutes have we got left?
How many minutes? We have 5 minutes. And what is our total? Can we show that on the screen?
Can I talk?
Oh, Mustafa, you're there. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Mustafa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. I apologize, brother. Go right ahead, Mustafa.
Okay, I just want to say assalamu alaikum to all you guys out there. And Abu Hamza, I'm Australian living in Lebanon, so I saw you in the Kimber Mosque.
Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you, Habibi.
How are you guys?
Alhamdulillah. Brother Mustafa, we have 5 minutes left, and we've raised about 70 US grand, and we're trying to get $500,000.
Okay, I want to donate $200.
MashaAllah. You're going to get us there, inshallah, Mustafa. Thank you for your contribution.
Can I just request something from Abu Hamza and Sheikh Yusuf? Can you guys please just do a dua for the brothers in Syria?
Inshallah. Oh Allah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to strengthen them and to give him victory over the terrorist Bashar and his clan.
Ameen Ya Rab. Thank you so much, Abu Hamza, for that dua. Thank you for your kindness and your contributions.
For sure.
Sheikh, Mustafa, all the way from Lebanon. The brother donated $200, and all he's doing is asking us to make dua for other Muslims. Doesn't that lift your heart?
I think the even better dua, I like to make a dua and say, Oh Allah, help all the Muslims to be better Muslims.
Ameen.
And help all the non-Muslims to understand more about Islam.
Ameen.
And for those who are thinking about Islam, guide them.
Ameen.
Guide them. This is the biggest supreme da'wah, is to say, Ihdina Siratul Mustaqim. In these last couple minutes, Malik, I don't want us to go off the air before we do something important.
Exactly.
And I want to do this officially in front of all the people. Last night, we were able to raise some funding. They said we want it to be for Guidance TV, but we went over our mark that we needed. And we don't, by the way, we don't take anything over what we say we're going to do. It's not like we're going to go buy a new car or something like that. I still got these shoes that I bought some years ago. They still work. That's fine. But this represents, from what we received last night and from for Huda TV, from Guidance TV, 15,000.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Yusuf. You are making a wonderful contribution
now,
to Huda TV. Thank you so much.
But I'm not done. I'm not done. That 15,000, I want somebody sitting out there right now to put a zero with that and do 150,000. Bring us up to something decent. We get these programs going. I'll continue to work to get more, and Abu Hamza and all of us will continue to work so that we can get those 12 big projects going.
For sure.
Because this is something amazing. When you see these projects, when you see what we're doing with this, you will say, my God, I never believed that Islam would have something that would knock out regular broadcast TV. You're going to see stuff come up. You're going to have people watching this instead of watching the game.
And this is motivation for all the viewers. I'm holding 15,000 in my hand, donated from Sheikh Yusuf Estes. So
not for me. From Goddess TV.
From I'm sorry, Sheikh. Excuse me.
By the way, if I did have that much, maybe I would get a car.
So you guys don't miss this opportunity. We only have a couple minutes left, so call us.
Yes.
And make a contribution, inshallah. I believe we have a phone call. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How are you, brother? Go ahead with your call.
Hello, brothers. I would like to thank you so much for what you are doing to Islam.
It's our pleasure, Brother Fawaz from Nigeria. Thank you.
I am from Algeria. I'm calling from Algeria.
Algeria, excuse me, mashallah.
I would like to make a suggestion. I suggest that you make an Arabic version of the show. Because I suppose that a few people speak English in the Arab world. Yes.
Yeah, good point, because I think a barrel of crude oil is going for 120 US. Those guys, I mean, we could maybe dub this into Arabic.
Hey, you know the ladies donated those rings. Why don't we get the brothers to donate some oil barrels?
Of course, because what is it going for? $120 US a barrel.
I don't know. Send us some barrels over. If we don't do anything else, put it in the cars.
So Brother Fawaz, you're talking about maybe we can dub this over in Arabic and replay it?
Yeah, because I think that a few people speak English in the Arab world, so
right.
They don't know about your project.
Excellent recommendation and suggestion, brother. Thank you so much. And and do us a favor if you.
Brother Yusuf, I love you so much. I love you for what you are doing. I've been watching your shows. I would like to thank you so much for what you are doing. May Allah reward you.
Ameen.
I would like to ask you for dua, to make dua for me, for hidayah, for me, and for my friend Walid, who is watching you now. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for
them, and we'll make dua for all of the brothers and sisters that have helped to contribute to this program, to this telethon, those who have stayed on. We've got brothers, you can't see them here right now. I see them. We've got a half a dozen brothers here, another half a dozen out in Obi Van. We've got so many working behind the scenes. They've stayed on long hours over, and may Allah reward them.
Ameen.
And Allah help them. I know that a lot of you watching right now, you're wishing you could get in. I'm going to ask the director, we got the director, can we have just a few more minutes, please?
We're at 88,000, Sheikh.
And how much?
We're at 88,000. 88,000. Can we stay to 100,000?
Osama, please.
Dr. Osama, what do you think?
Can we have a few minutes to raise at least the other 12,000 to make it 100,000? Can we please? How long do you think we need? It's up to our viewers.
That depends on the viewers at home.
Yes, so
we have 12,000 US left. Please, let's raise it to 12,000, and then we can all go home and get a good night's sleep. It's late.
I'm
going to
go eat.
Let's stay on the air, you guys.
Mashallah, we've got the go-ahead.
We got the go-ahead from the administration, Sheikh.
Can we do it?
We've definitely got the go-ahead, Sheikh Yusuf. The director's just given me an earpiece.
Go
ahead.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, and then, by the way, if this staying over, it's not going to cost me a meal either. I still get to eat. I'm sorry, I have to take care of the stomach. My body's got rights. Hello.
Alhamdulillah, we're going to stay on. We're at 88,000 US. We want to get to 100,000. We have Abdul Hamid from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Abdul Hamid.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, brother. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I have got two questions actually.
Sure.
We have transferred some amount today from Saudi Arabia.
MashaAllah, thank you for your contribution.
But the transaction will be processed only on Saturday. Is that okay or not?
That's fine.
Of course, Aki. Thank you very much for your contribution. We couldn't be more happy, and thank you so much. Would you like to share the amount for...
we have transferred $1,100.
Allahu Akbar. 1,100.
The
director is going to put that on the list.
Now we need a zero.
Also, second question is it possible that we can share this money from our zakat money, or it has to be a different charity?
What we have heard from the scholars, the vast majority of scholars, especially those who have worked in the television industry, that this particular project, Huda TV, is eligible to be one of the 8 recipients of the zakat. And if your scholar has said different, then you should always listen to those who you trust. But what I heard myself when I went to the muftis and sat in their offices, that Guidance TV, Huda TV, Peace TV are eligible because of the fact that this is so needed to get the message to so many people. And if you keep in mind that the programs you're watching right now and seeing are an attraction, how about what you're investing in that we're promising you? And we know what's going on. The new sets, the new designs, and the new technology, and some new equipment that's highly needed right now. I don't want to tell you how antiquated this equipment is, okay? But we've been offered money from antique dealers. So, no, not. But brother, listen to me. This is an investment for anybody to put their hands with ours right now in these last few minutes.
Definitely.
These last few minutes, and make it happen. Yes, it's eligible for zakah, and yes, when you're watching this in Ramadan, you'll reap the rewards of all those people in Ramadan. You don't, you just, I wish there was a way to communicate it to you that you would see it, but we can't show you the shows that we hadn't made yet. That's the problem.
Excellent point. We have Mrs. Mariam on the line. Assalamu alaikum, sister, from the UAE.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Thank you for calling, sister. Go right ahead.
How are you, brothers?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Go right ahead.
I just want to say I love Huda TV so much. There was nothing like this when I was growing up in the UK. Since I've come to Dubai, I've learned so much just by watching Huda channel, and my children, they just love this program so much. And I just want to say to brothers and sisters, forget the homes you're building here. Just invest in the homes for Jannah. And, you know, just give those donations, and inshallah Allah will reward you. And I want to donate 1,000 dirhams, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Do you know the website information where you can do that? Excellent.
Yes, I know the website.
MashaAllah.
Thank you.
May Allah bless you. Take care.
May Allah bless you, Sister Mariam from the UAE. Thank you so much for that donation of 1,000 dirhams. Thank you so much, Sister Mariam from the UAE. I believe we also have a call from Jordan. Assalamu alaikum from Jordan.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, my dear brothers.
Go ahead, brother.
Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah, I have this opportunity. I would just like to declare that I'd like to reallocate some of the wealth that Allah has given me to this cause. The humble amount of $300.
MashaAllah.
If I could just share my journey to Islam a couple of years ago has been a constant journey of liberation. And across all aspects of my life. And there was a point I realized, even when it came to my relationship with money and how I perceived money. And so, you know, it's a constant process of liberating myself from this. So I thank all the brothers and sisters, both on the front stage and behind the scenes, that are giving me this opportunity to achieve this liberation and achieve this Islam. We ask Allah to forgive us for our shortcomings and to accept.
Thank you so much, brother. I like that term you used. You said, I want to reallocate some of the money that Allah has given me. That is beautiful.
Reallocate.
Yeah, well put, brother. Thank you for your donation of $300. We certainly
You know, I love the viewers of Huda TV.
I love them too, because we are truly one family.
Yeah, they inspire me so much.
Definitely.
You think, well, I'm going to do so and so and so, and then I'm going to take a little break. And then you hear some of them call in, they say this, and then you say, you know what, let's keep going.
Let's keep
going.
Pumps you up. Yeah, pumps you up. We have another call on line as well.
Yeah.
We're pumped up. We're pumped up. We have another call. Go ahead, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Assalamu alaikum, Aisha.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Go ahead, Aisha.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm a 9-year-old.
Subhanallah.
And I want to give my pocket money, the whole pocket money, which is only 100 riyals.
MashaAllah. Don't say only, Sister Aisha. That's a lot of money.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much.
Lovely, MashaAllah.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Aisha.
100 riyals?
Yes.
That's much more than the millionaires and billionaires that exist out there.
Yeah.
May Allah reward you, Sister Aisha.
Thank you so much, young lady.
Inshallah, thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful donation.
There's something that you just said, Sheikh. You woke me up to something. I'm so glad you said what you said. I have many years visited wealthy people and talked with them about the project of the television, like Huda TV, to show people what we need. And they've looked at the brochures and the samples of the shows we brought and presented, and they sit there and go, we'll make dua for you. And when we leave and we say, this man, we know him, that he just spent $100 million for some silly thing. One, he spent $55 million for a horse. And yet they did little. But a child will give $200.
That's everything that they had.
Yes.
And they apologize that that's the only thing that we have.
Well, the point I want to come to is what you said. Millionaires can't give.
Allah.
You don't want to know why? You may wonder why. How come? I want you at home to realize something. Don't despair at all. Don't think, oh, Huda TV, you didn't reach your goal. We reached more than our goal because all we wanted to do was please Allah. That's all we wanted to do. But listen to this. We make dua. Allah don't give us anything unless it has the barakah. It means those folks that sat on their hands tonight, those folks who watched and did nothing, Allah didn't want anything from them.
Subhanallah.
Those who gave their little earrings, those who gave their $10, Allah wanted from them because it was barakah, and He's going to put it back and He's going to increase it. Sheikh, is it 70 times as much as Allah wants to give you, and you have it because you understood this principle. And if we wake up to this, some of you are watching right now, you're still hesitating. I'm asking Allah to give you the strength to get away from that shaitan and give you the ability to understand you're doing nothing but giving back to Allah what He gave you in the first place. Allah asks you for a goodly loan of what He gave you to start with. Even, wallah, Shaykh, when I think about the ayatul kursi, when I think about this, it just hits me in the head. Even the knowledge that we have, it isn't ours. Allah said, has it, يَعْلَمُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِهِمْ وَمَا خَلْفَهُم وَاللَّهُ يُحِيطُونَ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنْ عِلْمِهِ إِلَّا بِمَا شَاءَ. It is, even Allah, He has all knowledge of everything. You don't even have knowledge except He gives it to you as He wills.
So thank you, Sheikh, for that beautiful reminder. I believe that I have faith in our viewers, as we all do. And we have a viewer on the line now, Sister Asia from the KSA. She's been on hold for a while. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sister Asia from KSA.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Yes, Sheikh, I have already transferred money, 15,000 riyal, $4,000.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Her name on
Allah bless you. Allah bless your family. Allah increase you.
Yeah, Sheikh, this is a contribution from all my colleagues, my family friends, my relatives. I contact them since 1 o'clock and I call together and alhamdulillah they have contributed.
Can you repeat the amount for all our viewers at home?
Yeah, yes, alhamdulillah, I can repeat a contribution from my colleagues, from my family friends, my relatives, all together 15,000 riyals and $4,000.
So 15,000 and $4,000 American dollars. Allahu Akbar.
May Allah reward you.
Allahu Akbar.
We're definitely going to put that on the screen as well. May Allah reward you, sister. We certainly
Allahumma ya Rab.
See, Sheikh, a bit of an effort, a bit of determination, a bit of concern. And that's what Muslims should have, that character.
And there's still somebody sitting there going, well, I don't know, maybe
what if I make istikhara, maybe this, maybe that.
By the way, you don't need to make istikhara to do good deeds.
Of course.
Who needs to make a salat istikhara to decide whether or not they should do salat?
Yeah, exactly.
This is not like, look, you're sitting there, you know what you can do. Do it. Do it now. Shaitan is trying to stop you. We're helping you. We're giving you this inspiration. We're sitting here. We're no different than you. All of us have needs. All of us have desire. But understand, this is nothing but this world which is a deception to you. Don't give in to this. And when you watch the series, one of the series we've already produced 124 episodes of something called Face Islam. Where do you see that one? Why don't you sponsor that one? Why don't you sponsor the one for Ramadan we've got coming out? Sponsor something now. Do it now. Invest in your future and understand that it's a promise from Allah. Not Yusuf Estes. Promise from Allah. You'll never outgive Him. You watch and see. Watch and see what you're going to do right now. And some of you sitting there, you're able to do a lot. Do it. Do it.
Thank you, sir.
We got any time left?
We have, yes we do, and we have Muhammad from the KSA as well. Assalamu alaikum, brother Muhammad.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Hashmi from KSA.
Alaikum salam, brother. Go ahead. Thank you for calling. Go right ahead.
And it is since 5 years I'm listening all these programs.
MashaAllah.
Still it is 1:15 in KSA, and I'm still wake up and seeing your program.
Just now, I have transferred $100.
MashaAllah. Thank you, brother. Thank
Allah
you for
bless
your
you.
contribution.
Allah reward you. Allah bless your family. Ameen.
Excuse me, your daughter what?
$100.
MashaAllah.
Allahu Akbar.
Every contribution counts, and every
Ameen.
sponsorship counts. And
Ameen.
Allah reward you for that, brother. Thank you so much.
Sheikh Yusuf said that I'm listening you since the Peace TV they started. So thank you very much for your inspiration and make dua for us.
Thank you, brother.
All the best. I'm going to tell you what. You're getting a reward right now because you just reminded me of something, brother. You just reminded me of something very important. How many of you, I want to mention another TV channel, watch Peace TV. You know about Peace TV, Dr. Zakir Naik, one of my nearest and dearest buddies. I love him so much for the sake of Allah. Do you know that when we shot that series called Stories of the Prophets, I had originally looked at it and said, this isn't what I thought we were going to do. We had talked about something else. It's supposed to be a home scene, sitting in a chair. But he turned it into an elaborate forest with a big mountain with water running down it, and a volcano coming out, and a pool of water. And it was a huge set. It cost a fortune to do that 56 episodes, but it has had such an impact. I've had non-Muslims tell me I let my kids watch it because it's the best stories. Stories of all the prophets. Christians, Jews, Muslims enjoy it. And it's not confrontational. It's nice. It shares. And subhanAllah, it's bringing people together. And you just reminded me of that. You know why? Because wait till you see the programs that we're going to be putting on over here. I want to tell you how competitive it's going to be, but the folks at Peace TV are going to be out there next year going, come on, Yusuf, why don't you come back over here, we're going to hit them again. Wait till you see what we're going to do. Join us for this.
Thank you, Sheikh Yusuf. Before we take the next call, I have some good news from the director. He's telling me we have reached now 99,000.
Oh, come on, guys. No. We're not leaving it at that. No.
99,000.
Let us have time to get there.
650,000 USD. 999,600. We can't go anywhere to reach our goal.
We're here.
We're here. We're not going anywhere.
How much?
I believe we have a phone call.
Wait a minute. I want to eat. How much have I got?
I believe we have a phone call on the line.
Hold on.
Assalamu alaikum. Go ahead.
I've got Egyptian pounds.
How are you, sister?
Thank you, sister.
This is Nishat, Nishat, Nishat from KSA.
Thank you so much, sister.
Go ahead, sister. What would you like to say?
Yes. We want to transfer the money, $5,000 on Saturday, inshallah.
Allahu Akbar. Sister, do you know the way to do that? There's a very simple way to do that.
Please, Sheikh Yusuf Estes and Abu Hamza, pray for us. May Allah accept from this, from us. This is from my side and my husband.
Sister, before you get off, stay with me, sister. I just want to make sure that the 5,000 you donate, you can do it now. If you have an internet connection, I want to make sure you have the proper website.
Yes, but inshallah, we can't make it through net. Inshallah, Saturday we are going to transfer the money.
Okay, we're going to put that bank information on the screen for you again, so you can grab a pen now and jot down that bank information so you have it, inshallah. And we certainly.
We can transfer, inshallah.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sister.
It's on the screen now, sister. It's on the screen right now. Thank you so much for contributing, inshallah, this Saturday, 5,000 USD. That is a wonderful contribution. May Allah reward you, and I certainly hope that we continue to stay on the air and work towards our goal. Sheikh Yusuf,
I got one last thing. My last offer. Listen to this. I got 50, 100, 50, 200. I've got 200 right here. Okay. I want somebody to call up, match it with a 0.
Okay.
Okay. That's 200. I need somebody to call up and say, you know what? I want to match you. Yusuf Estes. Here's 2,000. Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll call it a night.
Let's do it, inshallah.
We've made a sufficient forward move here tonight. Exactly. Maybe we'll do something a little in the future before Ramadan to pick up so we can make sure we get those programs done.
Let's do it, inshallah. Maybe this caller from Nigeria can match you for 2,000. Go ahead. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Thank you, sister, for calling. Go right ahead.
Thank you very much for all your efforts.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Go ahead, sister. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I want to say me and my husband have contributed $200.
MashaAllah. She matched your 200, Sheikh Yusuf. She matched you.
Okay, now we need
Thank
somebody
you so much,
to do
sister.
the zero, though.
And sister, if you just go ahead.
That's it.
And you know how to do that on the website.
Thank you for all your efforts.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much.
Because of your channel, my 3-year-old girl can now do Kalma Shahada.
MashaAllah. Allah. Thank you, sister, so much for your call. Thank you much for your donation. We certainly appreciate the $200 donated, and it will go to a good cause, inshallah. Thank you very much, sister, for your call and for your contribution.
Who's next?
Who's next? Because
I'm greedy with righteousness, inshallah. I believe by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we can extend it a little bit more, maybe we can raise 150,000.
Yeah, because my stomach's growling here. I need somebody to match this thing up and put it on stage.
Maybe Muhammad from the UAE, who's on the phone now. Maybe
Muhammad, come on.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Muhammad.
This is Muhammad Salman from Dubai.
Oh, excellent. I'm from Dubai. MashaAllah. Thank you for calling, brother. Thank you so much. Go right ahead with your call.
All programs in Huda TV is very nice, very knowledgeable. I am a fan of you, Sheikh Yusuf Estes. And I'm glad I'm watching online, so I have the bank details and everything on the bottom.
MashaAllah.
And I would like to contribute 500 dirhams, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you, brother. It's much appreciated. You don't know how much we appreciate it. We definitely will put it to a good cause, inshallah.
What was the amount?
400 dirhams, we said?
Yes.
400 UAE. 500 UAE dirhams.
Subhanallah.
MashaAllah.
Well, we have Salma from the Emirates.
Thank you, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, Salma.
Assalamu alaikum, you're on.
Go ahead, Salma.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Go ahead, sister.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil
I have
Alameen.
been calling before, but our brother disconnected me. I couldn't make my donation.
I'm sorry, sister.
And I would like to give $500 also.
MashaAllah.
And fortunately, some of us, we don't have access to the cards, which will be paid by transfer. Tomorrow the banks are closing, after tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay. You can also, we're going to go to break really quick, you guys. But before we go to break, I want to tell the sister on the phone, Selma, okay? You can do it the bank way, but if you have a secure internet connection, please just visit www.huda.tv/share, and you can do it right now from the comfort of your home. You guys stay tuned for more Share the Reward with Huda TV.
Allah knows what's best for us, so why should we complain?
ولا تحمل علينا إصرا